intro in 3, 2, 1.
Hi, my name's Jene Stroud. Welcome to my vlog. I am in Quartzsite, Arizona at a very special event of nomadic souls from all over the world. It's about music and art and community, and I'm going to share some of those sights and sounds with you today. I'm glad you're here. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Of course, like and subscribe because that's fabulous. And if you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Please watch this video to the very end. I'm going to leave you with some amazing sounds. All right, I'm glad you're here. I hope you have a good time, and please keep in touch. Bye. All right, that's what we're doing. Yeah, let's do it again. I'm here at the RTR. We're gonna do some plein air painting out in the Arizona desert. Going to the art camp over there. Yay!
I wish I was a fisherman, tumbling on the sea, far away from dry land and its bitter memories, casting out my sweet life with the band of men and love. No ceiling bearing down on me, save the starry sky above with light in my head.
All right, down there at the RTR at the art camp doing a little painting. Here we go.
I sketched with the Dublin Sketchers, the Belfast Sketchers, the Thailand Sketchers.
Counting towns flashing by me in a night that's full of soul with light in my head. You in my arms. I know I will be listening from these bonds that hold me fast. These chains all hung around me will fall away at last. And on that fine and faithful day, I will take you in my hand. I will ride on that train. I will be the fisherman with light in my head.
All right, here we go again. Gonna do a little painting. got my beautiful little brass box palette. I just love it. It's a handmade brass palette. And I love that it only has space for 16 colors. I like to keep my palette very limited, and I'll leave links down below to a complete supply list of all the brushes and all the colors and paints that I use for free. So starting with the background, I call this the dark duck because it's such a high contrast. It's a very dark and silhouette kind of image, and I love it because it makes the light in the feet and the bill just pop. So one of the biggest mistakes that you can make when painting is to draw or to paint your foreground and your background objects separately. And so by putting that mother color of the burnt sienna and the burnt umber, the brown of the duck, right into that background, it all just kind of blends. And then right down into these water reflections. I really want to have the deepest darks next to the whitest whites. And that's actually going to be around the beak, or the bill, and the legs and the feet. So using a flat brush to make some wave lines there and coloring around those reflections. I let that first wash dry really, really well before I started the second part here. Now this is a color I don't normally keep in my palette. It's phthalo green. It doesn't really occur in nature anywhere, pretty much, except for mallards. But it's one of those colors that, you know, when you need it, it's the only thing that will work. So I'm adding some lights and some reflections here. Being really careful to keep those lights bright and warm and not let them get too dark, because the rest of the image is so dark. And then just dabbed it off just a tiny bit there. And this highlighted side of the duck here needed some feathers, so I put just a super light wash in there and softening around the shadows of the face. And then being ever so careful with the bill to just add real shimmery, nice warm colors and not let it get overpainted, because it's that contrast that gives this image so much interest. And I'm pushing the shadows a little bit. But notice how the background and the duck just kind of melt together. Very effective. Now to bring that bill forward and to push the body back, I'm going in with some dark darks. I like to use burnt sienna and ultramarine for my darks, but my mother color in this painting is that burnt umber, so I added a lot of that. And by strengthening the dark values of the background, I'm really going to make this image melt. And you might have noticed there, I sprinkled some water. I like to dip my fingers in the water and just kind of flick it in places. It gives almost kind of like a salt texture. Adds an interest, like a camera that's kind of just a little bit out of focus. And I'm working around the reflections again and just strengthening the values to add a little more contrast and interest. And I really want your eye to be able, the viewer's eye to be able to go way in behind the duck. And now I switch to a much smaller brush for the details, just touching up little spaces. These are the jewels, the little chili peppers that make it so interesting. If you have any questions, please contact me, leave a comment down below. Go to artofwar.com for more information. I totally would appreciate a like and a subscribe. Share this video with your friends if you would, please. I'll try to keep making these as long as I get the love and support. And of course, I love the paints that I use, the American Journey from Cheap Joe's.
I know the gypsy won't stay without sweet Melissa. Sweet Melissa.